There's dead people on the screen.
This is a spooky game.
Too spooky for me. What could I?
Oh, that ruined it.
Oh,
we were going to
be like, what is this? And then take it to the very max and Mountain Dew. Super Metroid.
Fucking like this game. Absolute classic.
Fucking love this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely love this game. So, Metroid released in 1994. Told us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metroid. It even said Metroid 3 as well.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe there were 2 Metroid games before this one.
Do you know what, Ben?
Smashed it.
Right. Fucking
nailed it.
So that's correct. Yeah. So yeah, this is the 3rd Metroid in the Metroid series. Preceded by Metroid and Metroid 2: Return of Samus. First Metroid was released on the NES years ago. Don't know the exact year, to be fair.
86, 87.
Something along that lines. Yeah, I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. And of course, Metroid 2 was released on the Game Boy. A Game Boy game.
Samus. Very difficult game that was. One of the few that I haven't completed. It might be the only one I haven't completed, actually. Come to mention it, I've completed all the Metroid games except for...
That is the only one I've not done, actually. Yeah,
I even finished the RAM. Actually, tell a lie, Metroid Hunters on the DS. Never completed that one.
I've done that one. I have done that one.
And technically,
really good, actually.
Technically, it was uncomfortable. It hurt my hand because you had to hold the stylus.
Yeah,
you might as well play the game. People are going to be watching this video staring at the screen.
Okay, starting the game. Oh, balls. So here we go. We've got a nice little intro to the game, which will pretty much set you up. And now I'm going to shut now.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
No German subtitles.
Not
That's
yet.
good.
No. Tend to find a lot of ROMs that you use do have a German subtitle.
Nintendo, if you're listening, we're not using a ROM. We have played this on the Wii U, and on the Wii Virtual Console, and on the SNES itself.
Yes. I actually do own this game, in fairness. I'm purely using it as on the ROM because of the fact that it's easier to record. Anyway, first battle of the Metroids on the planet Zebras. That's Metroid 1, so if you've probably read that, which you should have done, that's what happened. And this is what happened at the end of that game.
That's what happens at the end of this game.
No,
Spoiler
you spoiled it! You spoiled it!
It doesn't.
Definitely doesn't happen at the end of this game. This is a far better game than that. So, it then tells us about Metroid 2. Fought the Metroids on their home world, SR388. Completely eradicated them, except for a little hatchling, which followed her around on escape. As you can see.
Confused mother. Confusing Samus to be his mother.
Oh, look at it. Baby. Little baby. I love that.
No, you can't eat my DNA, you little monster.
I can't believe it though, like a Metroid would look at this power suited lady and be like, oh my god, my mama!
Oh, don't chickens and birds do that? The first moving thing they see, they can crawl over and like, help me, I've only just been born. Yeah. I've heard that happens with ducks as well. I've heard ducks have like followed people around, people just adopted ducks. So if you walk past a duck as it hatches and it sees you, like that's it, you're the only thing it knows at that point. It's 2 seconds old.
Oh, that little duck.
It's like,
wow. So, anyway, so she gave the hatchling to some scientists and they were like, yeah, great stuff, excellent stuff. And they were going to unlock the powers of the Metroid.
See, giving the Metroid to the scientists plays a massive role later on.
It does actually.
In Metroid Fusion.
Well, in the Metroid timeline overall, really. I mean, to a degree, I suppose you could even take a bit of other enemies in there from that.
Yeah. Well, I know in Metroid Fusion, she gets infected with the X-Parasite.
Oh, yes.
And they use the Metroid DNA
to cure her, isn't it?
To cure the X-Parasite.
Which is a few games ahead, so I'm going to let's not talk about that now. So, anyway, she left the station, and all of a sudden, it was under attack. Oh my god!
2 exclamation points. You know it's serious.
You know it's serious when there's 2 exclamation points. I actually really like this little sort of soundbite here. I think that soundbite's absolutely brilliant to sort of bring you into the game, to be fair.
I think sound plays such a massive role in Metroid games. Like, now.
Yeah, do you know what? The ambient sound in this first bit, I have to say, is absolutely phenomenal. I really... To be honest, from start to finish, the sound effects in general, you know, to the actual sort of sound of, you know, a power beam being shot, I genuinely feel like that's what it sounds like. It's nailed down to a T. You know, the whole fact that you jump and the feet land. It's not just thud, it's dun dun. Little things like that. Attention to detail.
Yeah. I can't do that kind of thing.
It's quite difficult. You get your hang of it after a while. So, oh my god! So,
Man, if this is your first Metroid game, this is a damn one to go for, isn't it?
yeah. Do you know what? Even if you haven't played the first few, it's a game you've got to play.
I mean, it is a little bit story driven. There is a bit of backstory, but it's not necessary for the game. You kind of get what to do in the game. It doesn't tell you either. That's the interesting thing. It doesn't tell you what to do.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't hold your hand.
That's the whole thing with Metroid games in general, to be fair. You know, and that's a big problem with Metroid games that have come forward. Is they pretty much tell you where to go. The whole purpose of the Metroid game was exploration. You know, you were given this big place to sort of go through and explore and see new things, and that's kind of the whole reason why you eventually get power-ups. And you know, you're rewarded for exploring on like later Metroids, like Zero Mission and Fusion, but it's just not the same.
I'll tell you what game nailed that though. My favourite Metroid game. This isn't my favourite Metroid game.
It's not.
No, it isn't. Prime. I remember
Yes.
It was my 15th or 16th birthday, I think it was. And I'd read the reviews for Metroid 2 Echoes on the Nintendo magazine I'd just subscribed to. And they said Metroid Prime 2 Echoes is a phenomenal game. The atmosphere is amazing. The graphics are amazing for a GameCube game, obviously. And I was like, yeah, I want that for my birthday. So we went to Game Station and I saw Metroid Prime. They had the first one and it was a little bit cheaper. And I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to need to play the first one to get the second one. I'll get the first one. So glad I did.
Yeah.
Nothing that, other than I'd say Majora's Mask, Metroid Prime has the best atmosphere in any game I've ever played.
You know what? I would actually go as far as to say I won't say it's the best atmosphere I've ever had.
One of, I don't have like a list.
But like you would say, it's definitely one of the best games that atmosphere-wise you would ever play.
You actually feel like you're exploring ruins that have been submerged underwater for thousands of years. You feel completely alone on this planet with no one else to help you. I mean, other Nintendo games like Zelda and Mario, you always have the little help points. Like, you know, Zelda has the fairy thing, Navi to help you, and then it has Midna. It's always got someone there to hold your hand through the game, and that's Nintendo have always done that. But with Metroid games, to begin with, didn't have that. They had the hint system, so if you were dicking about for an hour and made no progress, a little box would come up and like, look, idiot, go to this part of the map. But then in, you know,
I remember that actually. It just used to pop up with like an explanation mark.
Yeah, I used to like that though, because it gave you a good hour to just wander around before it said, go to this area.
You had to physically go and look around to like before you got any kind of sort of look, you know, maybe you should go and explore this area. And the thing is, even though you were told to explore an area, it didn't tell you where anything was. It just said, this is the kind of area you want to go to. I'm not going to tell you how to solve the room, how to solve the puzzle. You just need to do something in this room.
Well, I think they were a bit cleverer than that. When you land on, I think it's Zebes you go on. No, it's Talon 4, isn't it? Talon 4 in Metroid Prime. When the ship lands and you've got, you know, you don't have your space jump, you don't have your morph ball, you don't have your missiles. There's 5 doors in that area. You can only go through one. You'll explore the other ones, but it'll be too high a ledge or a crack in the wall. You'll have to plant a bomb. You don't have any of that stuff. So there's only one way you can go anyway. Then when you get the bombs, you go, oh, I can go back and go through that other door now. So it kind of shows you the options where you can go. Then when you get the other items where you're able to go through, you go, shit, hang on a minute, if I go back to my spaceship, there was that one door that I couldn't get to because I couldn't jump that high. Now that I've got the space boots, and then it just does that. It doesn't tell you that, it shows you, and you just kind of remember.
I just remembered, like, never really being stuck, but never feeling like I needed to be told where to go.
I stuck a couple of times. Not stuck, I just kind of wandered about aimlessly quite often.
Why?
Just having the hint system say, go to this area. But sometimes I'd wander around on purpose. I just, go back and scan everything. The scan visor was such a genius idea.
I really don't know if I can get that before.
You did before, didn't you?
No, I think I left it. No, do you know what? I'll come back for it. I know it's there. I've got to come back in this area at some point anyway, so it's not like it.